Alrighty. What's up? We should be good. What is up, you guys? It's your boy Rob Hollow Avarice back again with some gaming goodness. Merry Gamesmas, my friends. We are here with another brand new game that we have never played before to celebrate Gamesmas. We are doing 25 games in 25 days, all of which I have never played before. I am very excited about this. Today's game, another brand new game, never been released for the fourth day of Gamesmas. Never before been played by me, came out this year. Today we are going to be playing Sword of the Sea, a game that released earlier this year. When did it release? It released back in August. Looks very beautiful. I believe this is from the team that did Journey and Pathless and Abzu. Abzu is one of the games I played for Gamesmas last year. Journey, obviously, classic, beautiful. Pathless is one of the first games I played for the PS5. That VOD exists somewhere, I think, over on my YouTube. So I'm a big fan of this studio. Surf the surreal, undulating landscapes on a quest to unveil a lost ocean. I'm intrigued. It looks fun. That's what we're going to do today, though. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Giant Squid. Thank you. Giant Squid is the name of that studio. So we're going to play Sword of the Sea for a few hours. I'm excited. And I saw that this game's soundtrack was nominated for some stuff, so I'm excited about that. Those water graphics are beautiful right away. Water condensation, a single bead. Giant Squid does truly some beautiful things. Ooh. A couple of weeks ago, I was going through all the images that I had on my PS5 to clear up some space. And I came across my old Pathless images, and they're incredible visual storytellers, and their visual style is so neat. Hover sword. So we can double jump. So that's like a pulse, jump, double jump, pulse. Feels smooth right off the bat. Right off the bat. Nothing else seems to do anything yet. Oh. Crossing the threshold, coming out of the cave. Look at that. The way the sand parts. Movement feels really good immediately. This looks clean. It feels really good too. I remember how good Pathless felt to play once you started building up speed by shooting the targets and speeding up your runs. Sand graphics look beautiful too. This is neither here nor there, but look how gorgeous that looks. Sword of the Sea. Gorgeous. It's like a giant tower stretching to the sky. It kind of looks like a blade piercing the world. This kind of reminds me of the desert from Journey, which was their first game. With the unfinished or desiccated aqueducts. Cool. I got 20 things. It's just smooth and beautiful. I feel almost... Honestly, I feel kind of like almost bad talking over this because it's so pretty. Again, how can you not be reminded of Journey with the scarf flowing in the wind right there? Water. Skyfish. It's creating like a watery path through the desert. Oh, look at that. That is so cool. I'm gonna look around first, but that's dope. So that's where I came down from. The sea remembers. Rock stands and water flows, so it must ever be. And as it is crashing to rock to make it flow and rush, so it is cruel to water to hold still. The sea yearns to run, to dance, to follow the tides of the moon. But Tornamoon held it fast, binding its vibrancy behind walls. The sea still churns inside those seas, restlessly beating against its bounds. The rock has squeezed its life and still and stagnant, but the sea remembers. Ooh. So the sea has been locked behind stone. Behind stone and sand, I guess. This kind of reminds me of the diving and swimming in Abzu. Oh, okay. Payment system, paid him 50. Tricks. The Wraith is our name. The Wraith can now do tricks. Hold L1 while in the air and press those. Bring more Tetra. I have more. Can I give you more now? 500. Oof. Alright. I love how the sky just cuts that imposing blade across it. So I need to bring about 300 Tetra back that way. Cool. I can go up the waterfall in the back. Ooh. First things first, let's grab those. Look at these. The necropolis. All beings must pass on, even the gods. To die, the gods travel to the pinnacle of Farah, the necropolis of the gods. Behind necropolis is no place for mortal men. Those who mine the temples give up their own livelihoods, their afterlife sacrifice. The dolphin and shark guard this ground, the minders of the minders. Noblest of all demigods, stewards of the cycle. Even the rocky outcropping is pulsing. Eels. Again, you can now. This is literally a. Oh my god, I'm thinking of it now. It's the deserts of Journey, the sea life of Abzu, and the movement of Pathless. Is this just like the culmination of their games? Shoop. Fish. That's another one of the, so we're wraiths. This is a... just... I get where they're coming from saying the music and this kind of is a banger. Again, this is literally all of their games combined. That's blowing me away. It's literally Pathless meets Journey meets Abzu. All of which are truly tremendous experiences. Journey, I don't think can ever be replicated. The first time you do Journey, it's such an experience. You know, learning you're playing with another person. Because I actually went in blind. I did not know you played with other people in Journey. And Abzu and Pathless I did here on stream, and they were such fun experiences. The sea would need a champion, and its champion would need a weapon. For the war that laid ahead, no ordinary weapon would do. The sea produced rocks that would not carve, metals that would not rust, woods that would not burn. The blade that came forth would never dull, the hilt would never chip, the finest weapon ever forged, but who could wield it? Is it like an eel or a sea serpent or a leviathan? That's the wraith in their blade? Check most of this area out. Satisfying. The seas are getting, or like the sands are getting violent over here. I think I first came from back that way. Yeah, this is where I first came through the sands. Ooh, bones of a whale. One fact I learned, and I'll never forget for as long as I live. Whales have leg bones. Whales were once land-born mammals, and the remnants of leg bones are inside of their bodies. That's just something I learned that I'll never forget. Whoa. Let's move along the right ledge. Okay. The necropolis is bound by its own rules. The fish swim through air, the temples have no worshippers. The water of the sea is not water. Ichor is the vibrancy of the gods. I've heard Ichor or Ichor. The lifeblood that animates them. Ichor invigorates the god at its birth and returns to the necropolis at its demise. Now the Ichor is bound by the ocean seeds. No gods may be born and none can die. The cycle is broken. The Temple of the Dolphin. Or the Dolphin and the Shark. Oh, that's a coelacanth. Canyon carved by seas of water. Ooh. A village, a fortress in the desert. Ooh. Praise the helix. I have a helix fossil somewhere. Because I'm, of course, a proud member of Twitch Plays Pokemon. I was there for a good deal of Twitch Plays Pokemon. I joined around Vermilion City. What a fun era in Twitch. Okay, that was the starting desert over there. Not bad, we're getting there. We're a little bit for... Oh no, we got it. 12. Dope. Spin tricks. Can I do it from behind? Good. That's the guy. All right, now we'll turn this entire area into water. The dolphin. And that goes back to the central area. How much do I need for the next update? 1,000, okay. Ooh. Ooh. So that's a fast travel little section. Cool. Alma. In the beginning, all was Alma and Alma was all. When it split into Farah and the spirit realm, all of Alma was lost. Almost. Whispers and rumors still speak of traces of the progenitor that remains in hidden alcoves and secret places. Alma watches silently. I'm guessing one of the gods? In the far corners of Farah, you may find a telltale spiral. Helix. And when you see the celestial glow, Alma also sees you. Aha. First things first, let's... Cool. Ooh, there's some stuff over there. Open 10 chests. Something over there. Okay, I've been here already. There we go, buddy. Oh, there's something. The only place I haven't gone yet is through here. Hourglass. Prove your valor. Attain a high score within the time limit. Chain tricks to raise combo. Lance doesn't multiply your score. Oh boy, it's SSX tricky up in here. It's already close to 500, and I have 115 in there already. Okay. 600 down, 400 to go. Ooh. Alright, let's head up to the chain. All right. All right, half the water is done. So now we'll go back up to where we were before, up there. I didn't go over here yet. So that was the Temple of the Dolphin. Over here is going to be the Temple of the Shark, I assume. Womp womp. Oh my god. Okay. So these all just are... Huh. Oh, we got that already. Cool. It's just a vibe, is what I'm going to say. That's what this game is. This is not a game, this is a vibe. You know? Oh, it's an exit pipe. Cool. Okay. That's gonna lead us to the Shark Temple, I assume. There's gotta be more to get over there. Oh, wait a second. Those jellyfish were probably added in that last bump. There we go. All right. I still can't get over there. Time to head up. Okay, I'm at 610. I'm now at 814. Ooh, jellyfishing! Oh my god. That counts as a 20 trick combo. Travel huge distance without touching the ground. Return all water. Find all trick areas. Beat the high score on all trick areas. Find all Stella messages. Red and Orca, red and Orca. Earn the drop. Earn spin tricks. Earn super jump. Earn the last reward from the mysterious vendor. Do all aerial spin tricks. Orcas! I think this is wild. Look at that. Spin buddy. Ride an orca. All right. Great Alma encompasses all. Sea, fire, stone, sky. Alma was all and all was Alma. And when Alma split into the land and the sea and the spirit realm, the creatures encompass that as well. Alma lives in them. The jellyfish float high in the sky, the fish swim in the open air, soaring the currents, because all is Alma, Alma is all. Okay. Cool. Alright. No water in here. That's odd. Alright, I gotta try something. I assume I've read this one. Oh, yeah, I did read this one. Okay. Okay. Alright, so I can't ride on them like I did on the Orca. That's what I came here to see. Sick. Uh-oh. There's another. They're gone. A horned warrior. A wraith with a single spine on their helm. I don't know. Sword of the Sand? I don't know. This is a lot of fun. Caverns, Crystal Palace. Snapping turtle needed to be fed water. Oh, that was definitely a person up there. Close. 972. Not all wars have victors. All battles are ruinous, but not all wars have victors. So when the Wanderer and the Force of the Sea battled Tornamun and her wraiths of red fire, the ocean creatures were noble, fighting to preserve the cycle. The gods, with their legion of metal wraiths, fought only for immortality. The wraiths of the red fire were extinguished, but the sea was dried to dust. All battles are ruinous, but not all wars have victors. That's pretty cool. I won't lie, that's a pretty dope sentiment. Very melancholic. Not all wars have victors. I kind of like that. Telling the tale of a truly ruined and ruinous land. The great dolphin is the sea's freedom. Swimming independent and powerful and vibrant, the dolphin has no use for limits. The immortal forces of Tornamun defied the cycle in the sea and bound the sea tightly. The great dolphin fought and fought, but Tornamun drained the sea. The dolphin was petrified, deprived of its chance to swim. Doors open, we move on. Oh, did I fall down? Damn it. Drop. Ooh. I'm in love with this. This is beautiful. There's one up there. 161. Wait. So the question is, that person one of the red wraiths? Okay. Ooh. $2,000 for the next bit. Okay. Hey Herb, how you doing tonight, buddy? Okay, so let's head that way. We've returned to the sea, Herb. Yeah, this is Tony Hawk Ocean Edition. The grotto appears a thriving city, homes, markets, workshops, but no pharaohs ever walk its path. The grotto was only ever for the gods. The city presided over in death, as they once did in life. The city was known by many names, but the lost grotto was never found. Oh, we're just back here. It just brought us through there. Gonna start Tsushima soon. You're so pumped. Awesome. Let me know what you think. I really loved Tsushima. It holds a special place in my heart. It is as weird as it sounds, it's the first game I played while in this apartment. And before I had all my furniture, I had my TV, and not even this chair. I had like an office chair. Before I had my couch, I had my desk. But before I had my couch, I would have my gaming chair in the middle of my living room right here. And I played Tsushima on PS4. Okay, what went in there? So until I get the chain moving. Going in blind is the best way. It's the best way to go in. Oh, that looks like it's going to be a trick room. You talked about... Tony Hawk. Get ready for this. Yeah, that game's set 200 years after Tsushima. So whatever you know in Yotei does not matter for Tsushima. Prove your valor. High score. Time limit. That got me over 3,800 in an instant. $97,000. I had to beat 10,000. You like games where the next sequel is a completely new story over choosing to continue. I'll say it very much, for me, it very much depends. Some games, I think, truly deserve proper sequels. Some games that are like, you know, sequel in name only, like Yotei, they're spiritual sequels, but they like continue the same mechanics, continue the same themes. I met this one guy who was like Yotei as a female lead. Oh no, the game's woke. Bro hadn't even played the first one, so you don't even know what he was on. I've heard those people who are like, yeah, Yotei's woke. It really isn't. It's It's such a good game. I think we just did too good on that first run. Like, again, I still think... I think the original Tsushima had a better... Well, I guess it's like a very different story. I don't know if it was a better story necessarily, but a very different story. But, like, I liked Atsu's story a lot. I really did. Now, Jin's great. Ooh, shell. Row. You met the voice actor for Jin? That's cool. Good. Good. Okay, I'm still missing one. Oh, it's over there. There it is. which instantly made him cool. Okay, I need to bring water back here. The Sword of the Sea had been forged, the finest weapon Farah had sent, but who could win? Who could be the sea's champion? The champion could not be a mere sea creature. They must be able to battle to land, to the root of fire. The champion can only be a Farron. The sea searched far and wide, calling for the noblest believers. The noblest came from the other side of the world. She was only known as the Wanderer. I'm betting that's not us. I'm betting that's the person that we saw. Was maybe like the former champion of the sea. There's the water down there. Turn water. No, make more sand? Okay. This is going to be a big one. Restore water to the region. There's something atop the Great Dolphin. Looks like another shell, maybe? Ooh. Super sea turtle. There's a lot of stuff down there to collect. The chain once again moves. Heading to the city of Crystal. Cleanse the Lost Grotto. Return all water to the Lost Grotto. It's like one of those super giant leatherback turtles. Archelon. Ooh. Nope. Ooh, stuff over there. Rock it up. There we go. Get them. There we go. Okay. There's got to be something cool up here. Look how far out of the way this is. Yep. Alright, so we're almost halfway to our next thing. Oh man, some of these are really out of the way. I guarantee I've already missed. Oh my god! Good. Hell yeah. Okay, we've now passed the halfway threshold. This game has such a good vibe. I'm friggin' digging it. Alright, new area. Deep inside the Crystal Palace of this is the Palace of the Great Dolphin, right? Oh wait, ready? And once around. Liquefy this area. Free the great... Oh, the Great Dolphin was petrified? Let's free him. Ooh. We're resonating. Did you steal my dolphin and run away? That person stole my dolphin. New area. They're still on its back. We're closer to the mountain now. Back to the sea of sand. Oh! I want to land on and smash those. Come on. God, this is cool. Good. Sick. Squirt. Okay. Bam, bam. Ha ha. Cool. Oh, there's a lot of stuff there. Smash. 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 Sand dolphins before GTA 6. Exactly. Well, I assume this is based on real sand dolphins. You know. Giant sand dolphins, that being said, because we are riding on its back. Water aquify the whole area. Is that a reverse waterfall? Geyser. It has a word. The word is geyser. It's an actual thing. What did I say it like it was something crazy? Yeah, there you go. Okay, can't go that way. That's good to know. Gotta go forward. Tried to overcomplicate a geyser. Yeah, you know. An up waterfall. It's still sand, but it's like blue sand, so it looks almost aquatic in nature. That's kind of friggin' cool. Hey, Song. Or Toe, I'm sorry. How you doing tonight? Sand dolphins. Alright, that'll unlock water for the area. Alright, so we need to find 3. There you go. Cut through here. Jellyfish across to Longing, Rusted 70 Brick Furnace, 9x9, Homecoming 1. Great car. How would I know he's here though? Because he changes his name so much. It's his calling card now. Okay, that didn't reach. Mission report. Smash that. Okay, 2 down. It's almost December 16th. You gotta come in here during my December 16th one. And I'll talk about how it's the 25th anniversary. Alright, we've got almost 700 more, so we're only 300 away from our next trick ability. 24th anniversary. Yeah, 24th anniversary, you're right. Not 25th yet. Almost there. We're almost there. Yarg. Ooh. There we go, baby. Hail Hydra. Oh, there's something up there. Okay, how do I get up there is the question. Maybe when I go up there, I can bounce back down? Go up the up waterfall? No, I didn't want to go that way yet. Dang it. I'm actively saving the sand dolphins. So I'm guessing that's the Temple of the Great Dolphin. Holy crap, skipping all this. Or can I go back and not skip it is the question. Yeet! Nope. The Temple of PETA. Well, if I wanted to... Free Willy? If I wanted to kill the dolphins, I would call PETA. If I wanted to execute my pets... PETA's weird. They have a good message, but they go about it in a really messed up way. And then they put down pets and they kidnap animals. There's a lot of questionable stuff they've done. Oh. Okay, there's 3 mountain peaks. Are we gonna have to go to each of the 3 peaks and shoot this Corrin's Tower? So it's not a blade piercing. It looks a lot like Corrin's Tower from Dragon Ball. Yeah, they do some questionable stuff. Uh-oh. But the spirit of the flame, whoever the baddie is still... Okay, we're moving up to the frozen north. We're leaving the sand seas. This is the region of the shark. Yeah. I don't need to update my stuff. Stop it. Stop it. Come on. Get help. God, that's gorgeous. And down we go. If I was a Hydra agent, what would my first move be? In this world or in... in Marvel? Oh. Avalanche. Shark. Cave-in. In this world, I wouldn't do a damn thing, because there isn't much to do here. There's a Hydra-related organization in real life. I mean, they're terrorist organizations, so I probably wouldn't do that. I'll be real. It's called the CIA. Ooh. Most beings are born, most beings live, age, and die, but not the serpent Torna Moon. She was forged of fire. Her body scale and metal, from elements none had seen before on Farah. None could say she wanted to live, but it was clear she refused to die. Red fire forged her, but fury fueled her, made her strong and large and fleet. The most fearsome beast Farah had seen, but Tornamont frightened even the gods. They're more of the 10 Rings, or at least the incarnation from the early MCU. So the serpent is the bad guy, yeah? Is that their body? Oh no. Ooh, they're big. Yeah. Oh no. That's lava. Akartha. Yeah, pretty much. What would I do in the Marvel Universe as a Hydra agent? Well, being that I know so many secrets because I know the comics, like I know Spider-Man's secret identity. I know where the X-Men's mansion is located. Giant swords. Put some dirt in your eye. I mean, they have done in the comics. Oh, yeah, I see a sword over there. So we gotta follow the sight of these giants. Hydra's attacked plenty. Hydra's attacked aim. Hydra's attacked shield. Hydra's attacked the. You know what? I'm not sure if they've ever attacked the X mansion before. Ebo Tobey Maguire, me when I was 13. I will defend that scene of emo Tobey Maguire dancing till my death. I will die on that hill. In the time, before Farron's walked the sea, creatures swam. They're the great ghost warriors, their strength like a mountain spirit. Time the ghost warriors came, and the time the ghost warriors passed. They did not come to death peacefully, but few do. They enjoyed a peaceful afterlife, a well-earned eternal rest, until the serpent, imbued with fire and false promises, back down the sacred river they came. So these giants lived, died, but now serve the serpent. Yeah, no, I will 100% die on that hill. That Bully Maguire, as he's often called, is fine, because it wasn't about making Bully Maguire cool. It wasn't about making him awesome. It was about, the whole point of the symbiote was it boosted his confidence and got rid of his inhibitions. So it didn't make him a cool guy. It made him what Peter Parker, a nerd and loser, thought was a cool guy. Have I ever seen where Bully Maguire fights Steve Rogers? Okay, that's definitely doable. Remind me in like an hour. I'll watch it at the end of this. Cause I'm locked in right now. I'm really loving this. If you show it to me, I'll watch it on stream at the end, though. This is tall. Oh no, there's stuff on his back. Platforms on his back, those are easy to climb. Parody movie. Oh, that was it was superhero movie. It was like from the guys who did Scary Movie and Epic Movie and all those, and it was Drake from Drake and Josh. Had Leslie Nelson in it. Kevin Hart, yep. I remember it. Oh, I can destroy ice. Holy, some of these guys were big. Look at that fella. I know of it. The Twilight parody Vampire sucks. I know of it, but I've never watched it. The Ghost Warriors cared not for mortals. Their interest laid in eternity, in life beyond life. Unaccustomed to fighting sea creatures as inconsequential sands, temporary, weak, small, but nimble. The interest of the Ghost Warriors lay in eternity. They cared not for their undoing. We don't get parody movies much anymore. There was like an era where they came out with new parody movies every like year or two. And I think the only one they still make is Scary Movie, right? The Scary Movie franchise is kind of the only one that's still around. Like that comedy parody, superhero movie, epic movie, scary movie, not another teen movie, disaster movie. I guess there are like other parodies like Princess Bride, Robin Hood, Shrek, Walk Hard, Kung Pao. There's some solid. Obviously the Airplane franchise. You know what? I'm gonna go the other. You think it's because people will become. The first two Scary Movies were awesome. Scary Movie is ass now. Scary Movie 3 with Kevin Hart in it, and the aliens came. Yeah, it's because the parody movies of like the 80s and 90s. You know, Airplane, Hot Shots, Robin Hood Men in Tights, Kung Pao from the early 2000s. They were all awesome. Spaceballs, even from the late 80s, early 90s, phenomenal. Then I think came the movies from that team who did the first Scary Movie and second Scary Movie. I agree, both hysterical, awesome. Not another teen movie, a little over the top, but pretty funny. And I remember it chuckling bits at like superhero movie. I remember I thought Date Movie sucked. Scary Movie 3 was I didn't care for, so I don't even think I watched Scary Movie 4. Epic Movie sucked. If you want a good biopic, either Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story, or the Weird Al Yankovic biopic. that's completely made up. That's one of my favorite anecdotes. Weird Al agreed to allow a movie to be made about him, as long as the entire movie was fictional. Airplane. Shaun of the Dead. I mean, Shaun of the Dead's more of an homage. Same with like Hot Fuzz and Scream. They're not in their own right movies of their genres, but I know who I am. I know what I am. Whoops. I love Endgame, and I really like that. So there's a theory that Rhodey's a Skrull in Avengers Endgame because he put his hand on Tony's head. Well, we haven't confirmed that he was a Skrull then, but I don't think that that was planned, and I don't think that's why. I think a big problem with that whole thing was they kind of like shuffled that in at the end in Secret Wars, which was, I think, poorly plotted, and they should have planned it out better. I mean, there's some stuff they could do with that. Because I remember they were planning for a while on making a really great storyline, Armor Wars. And if you made the focus of Armor Wars Rhodey's guilt, if you made that the main focus of Armor Wars, so his guilt over not being there for Tony. And I would do one more. Ooh, whale. I would have the whole premise of Armor Wars is what if Tony Stark's armor technology got like released to the world. So I would have it be while Rhodey was replaced with a Skrull, fake Rhodey to either cause chaos or to get resources. So, or even if you want to do a slightly different route and make Rhodey actually responsible for leaking Tony Stark's tech. Have it be like when Rhodey, back in Iron Man 2, was working for the government. Back Rider. He accidentally provided them access to Iron Man tech back in Iron Man 2, and now, hell, bring back Justin Hammer. Like, say, like, Justin Hammer is in charge of, maybe do, like, not Sword, not Shield, like a government-run program. Or, hell, even bring back AIM. Say, like, Justin Hammer has revived AIM and is the new Scientist Supreme. And is running around the technology. Introduce a bunch of random one-offs like Titanium Man, Stilt Man, Crimson Dynamo. You could throw a bunch of those villains in there. And say like there's a villain called Firepower. So you could do a bunch of like lesser-known Iron Man villains. And say because of Rhodey, that tech is out there now. Turn it in. Next update. And his whole premise for Armor Wars is going to be putting that genie back in the bottle and making up for what either he did and his failure to stop the Skrulls and his guilt over losing Tony. Super jump. Charge jump longer to leap even higher. Sick. Whales. No, I'm just picturing a hypothetical. I'm not saying any of it is actually Rhodey's fault or the Skrulls' fault. I mean, he got shot down and injured in Civil War, and that's when they said he was replaced by the Skrull. So I would not blame him for anything, because he was in a coma, kidnapped and replaced. I'm just saying, when I say guilt, I don't imply fault. I say guilt because, oh my god, that's its head. We're gonna get chased down here, aren't we? I say guilt because it'll be like internalized guilt. So not fault, just guilt. Because you can not be at fault but still blame yourself. Cool. distance jump or travel a huge distance without touching the ground. This is where I came in, okay. Okay. Let's head up here. Hell yeah. I wonder if I can get up there. I pulled back at the wrong time. That way. Okay. Didn't quite hit the edge. I have to boost before I hit that, otherwise I don't have enough speed. Got it. Damn it. Marvel Vampires Resolve Hydra? That's not even a question. You must not know a lot about Marvel Vampires if you think that's even close to a fair fight. Go read Blood Hunt, the vampire comic where I believe his name is Varney Blade. Blots out the sun in New York City. It was the premise for one of the seasons of Marvel Rivals recently, or season 2 of Marvel Rivals. But like Varney Blade, and they introduce the different vampire lords who all feed on different aspects of humanity. Like, so there's like a psychic vampire who feeds on minds, and some crazy powerful beings were introduced in that. Hell yeah. Yeah. $5,000, so we're a tenth of the way to the next power up. So that's clearly where I have to go. So we're not going to go that way. Am I saying the Winter Soldier would lose against every vampire? 100 friggin' %. Like, they introduced some, again, crazy weird powers. What is this? Right in the spine of the Dead Sea Serpent. These plesiosauruses? That's an ichthyosaur. Cleanse the Shadow Tundra. Oh, sorry, and a Lasmosaur. Time is a long strand backward and forward, and Alma is older than time. As the cycle waxed and waned, so too have the great beings of Farah. Creatures great and small have risen, conquerors, grazers, prey. Our eternities are but a day to the lands and oceans of Farah. What great monoliths once walked the ground, what miracles untold in histories endure. From the gun errors, only bones remain. Okay. This is a good point just to pause for a moment as I pull something up. Okay. Marvel, Blood Hunt, vampires. The Blood Coven, that was what they're called, thank you. Varney is the leader. He's one of the oldest vampires, sorry, the first vampire who steals Blade's body. So Blade Varney is insanely powerful. Used the Darkhold, he created Dracula. Here we go. The Blood Coven. These are not including just the armies of thousands of vampires, because there are thousands of vampires. These are the leaders of the vampires. I think Blood 1... Ultra vampires. They feed on superhuman bloods, they feed on ghosts, they feed on magic. They're in, say, Bloodstorm 1. Who wrecks the Avengers. Just wrecks. Night Stalkers, Blood Hunt. So yeah, he's a clone of Dracula who feeds on superhumans. Capable of transforming an individual. Mind control. But he dominates the Avengers. He's the general. I love some of these. Some of these are just so weird. Cruel is a man made of barbed wire. Oh god, fandom, you suck. He eats pain. So the more pain he causes, the stronger he gets. Damascene, whose power is to cut anything. Anything that exists can be cut by him. Smoke Eater, he was a main one. He was around for a hot sec. He devours souls. Unusual is this living plasmic thing that eats reality and magic. So these, I'm saying, the vampires would dominate. These are some of the vampires that exist in Marvel. This thing is a reality warper that eats all magic. Megrim, this one is a vampire that eats minds. Just in her presence, minds are devoured. Vampires in Marvel go crazy. I haven't done... Is Player Choice 2 up yet? I haven't done that. Okay, so this is round 2 of Player's Choice. Vote for 5. Claire Obscure, Dispatch, Genshin, Yote, Silksong. That's my vote this year for vote number 2 for Player's Choice. Alright, back over here. Cray in a big way. All right. I was used to kind of judge how far I am. Turn all water to the Veiled Sea. Forbidden Valley, Shadow Tundra, Frozen Drift, Sacred River. Find all trick attack areas, beat all high scores, read all steelies, ride an orca, ride an archelon, ride a humpback, ride a sperm whale. More people had that than humpback. Ride a whale shark, ride a blue whale, ride the water rail 4 times consecutively. All hidden. Earn the last reward. So the next reward's probably the final reward. Do all aerial spin tricks. Defeat Tornamun without taking a single hit. Complete the adventure once or twice. Complete the hour under 2 hours. Too late for that. Beat your own game-wide high score. Earn a game-wide high score of 1,000,000 points or higher. We're almost there for that. Huh. Who would win in a fight? All Marvel vampires or all symbiotes, including Null? All symbiotes. That's where we have to go. Let's... Not crazy, logical. The vampire armies of the Blood Hunt took massive armies of heroes to take down. Truly insane numbers. The God of Darkness Null and the symbiotes and the dragon Grendel, they took armies, and they took the Spider-Verse, and they took multiverses and aliens, and the great shark presided over the Shadow Tundra, decisive and prideful, cold lands would not fall without a fight. The great shark was the sea's fiercest warrior, legions of ghost warriors fell to its strength, but the ghost warriors were legion, and the great shark was one. Terrible war between sea and fire tarnished the great shark's beloved sanctuary, the great shark lies entombed in ice, dreaming of the day of its vengeance. Okay, the second prayer wheel is spinning. Oh my god, this region is massive. Alright, I don't think I've gone that way. Huh. Did I come this way? I didn't come this way yet. Okay. And that should be all three. But obviously this area is massive. We have so much to do. These scenarios you're cooking up are becoming so convoluted. You see that, right? Nope, you say? Every Genshin character and Genshin villain with perfected host of symbiotes with White Lantern rings versus every X-Men and Avenger. I mean, I'll tell you, but you're not going to like the answer. No, not even close, my guy. I love Genshin to death. But again, as of right now, it might change soon with them introducing the shades and the villains. We do not yet know the full scope of their power. But as of right now, with the characters that we have seen and introduced, it is, it's hands down the X-Men and Avengers. There's too many reality warpers and beings of cosmic might on that side, as of right now, that the Genshin verse can't match yet. Do I believe that things will change more as we see more power of the likes of the Hexen Circle? Like, Alice recently had a really good showing. I've only done the first act of the current patch, and Alice is already impressed with her, because Alice straight up breaks the fourth wall. Clipped. I said potentially they could win in the future. As of right now, not a chance in hell, my guy. Good, I got that one. I would love the Genshin to truly win and dominate that scenario, but I would love that. That'll go there. No, I'm saying all the X-Men would win. And then when you throw in the Avengers on top of that, who are bringing creations and inventions the Genshin characters have never dreamed of into that reality. Uh-oh. I know I saw a hourglass. You know, let's actually wait. So see if I can break the high score. Yeah. Unfortunately, Genshin has nothing that can, like, meet the mental match of... They have some incredibly intelligent characters, Albedo, your Rhine Daughters, your Alice's, Kavale, Hatham, Nahida. But, like, who among that standing up to the combined forces of Reed Richard, Iron Man, Moon Girl... And that's not even getting into characters like Wanda, who can straight up warp reality. Vulcan, who can become energy itself. Professor X, who can just straight up shut down the minds of half of the Genshin characters. Many of them have mental protections. A lot of them don't. That could be a fun crossover now that I'm thinking about it. X-Men often cross into other worlds. The X-Men crossing over into the Genshin universe could be pretty fun. see any more? Let's speed boost up. Alright, we're past the 20% mark. Well, there's the great shark. Quick look around. It reminds me a lot of Pathless, in that it's definitely a longer game than Journey and Abzu. It's cold, dead eyes. And it's definitely more like story-driven and exploration-fueled than Journey and Abzu. But like, you can absolutely see the culmination of what has come before. Shark! Snow sharks. So fast. Yep. This music track is intense. Bum, 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 bum. This is all about getting to the second peak. Ooh. we're zooming as the shark. The shark is a zoomy boy. It's like the mountain range itself stretches and bends to acquiesce. Oh, this is why they were teaching us the dash mechanic. Because of the shark. There you go. A new area. First plateau, there's gonna be 2 more sharks or 3 sharks, and there's one on the other side. I don't know. And there's gonna be 1 more past there, yeah. Two down, next area unlocked. We're getting close to the second peak. Ah, well, c'est la vie. go. Oh my god, we're not swimming, we're sliding on ice! Started winning. I don't know why, I just got the original Ben 10 theme song stuck in my head. And I don't know why. The only kind of like fish thing is rip drills. I don't know, it wasn't sharks that did it. I haven't watched Ben 10 in like a decade, I don't know. I legit don't know why it's in my brain. Ugh. Not bad. One down. I should say 5 down, 1 to go. Right? This is only 1 left. And then it looks like we're heading towards the peak. So unclaimed one right there. Let's head towards the unclaimed one, and then we'll knock out those last 2. Alright, and with that, the final path rises. Oh no, that. the final path rises. The speed with which you move, the power. Jeremy Clarkson would be proud. Thank you, noble shark. Oh. Snake. Snake. Coward. The serpent of fire and steel. The other hero. Warded it off. But my sword broke. My sword broke. The second peak. Restoring life to the tower, and it looks like there's one more mountain peak that'll probably restore that, and then we'll have to climb the tower. She kind of looks like old girl from Pathless. Okay, not quite, but her eyes are similar. She's creating a trail of water for us to ride. That's cool. So she's absolutely the wanderer who once drove back the beast, and this is like a new era, a new generation. Possible to chain them together is my question. For a second, I thought that was the actual shark and dolphin. It's just representations of them destroyed. Okay. It's not the actual shark and dolphin dead already. A traveler found his way to the necropolis and could not understand what he found. The ornate temples, detailed statues, but almost no pharaohs among them. What is the purpose of this? He asked the miner. Why build a city where none lived? The miner merely smiled and tended to his duties, for he knew the mortals were not his concern. It is not only the world that we see is our domain, not merely the world of the living. The necropolis serves to prepare the gods for the realm after ours, to traverse the sacred river. Okay. Is that what... Oh, that's what that is. There's a temple. The necropolis is atop the spire. The shark and the dolphin are the minders. 3 temples lead there. Not bad. Past the halfway point. Ride the water 4 times consecutively. Yup. Together. Oh, it's all like bioluminescent and like deep sea. That's pretty cool. Sperm whale. The sunfish back there? I don't know what that one was. It is a sunfish. Sunfish, fun fact, are considered by many to be stupid because they will just get eaten. But in reality, it's that they can't feel pain. So oftentimes they will get bites taken out of them by other animals and other fish. And it's because they just can't feel it. Our next area, the final thing before... Oh, wow. Ships. Living mountains, stars falling. This is beautiful. Alright, well, I think it's about midnight. I think I'm going to call it here for now. This, I think, might be one of the games that I continue on stream. Of the games I've done so far, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I could see myself playing that as the DLC launches, sure. Kirby Air Riders, I've already done a couple matches off stream since yesterday. Blueprints, probably going to do that in my own time because I'm not a huge puzzle game guy. Sword of the Sea, this might be the first game I continue on stream. I'm going to put a little star next to it on my, my board of games. But this is going to be the first one that I continue on stream. I definitely see the appeal. Again, I've played... This is the third game I've played from this studio on stream. And the second time I've done one during a Gamesmas. Let me pull it up. I think it was Was it Gamesmas of last year? Let me go to my playlists. Playlists. God, I have so many games, man. Indiana Jones, Star Wars Atlas, Monster Hunter Wilds, Astrobot, Life is Strange. Gamesmas 2024 had 27 videos in it. Wow. Oh, because I tied in other things to it. Quidditch, Suicide Squad, Balatro, Neva. Neva was really great last year. Brothers, Tales of Kanzara, Marvel Rivals, Immortals of Avium, Infinity Nikki, A Little to the Left. That was a lot of fun. Plucky Squire, Animal Well. Thank Goodness You're Here was wild. Sifu, Dredge, Dave the Diver, Under the Waves. So we did have a lot of water stuff. Call of the Sea, Raji, Dead Cells, Like a Dragon, Ishin, Lake, Returnal, Life is Strange, Double Exposure, What Remains of Edith Finch. Yeah, we did a lot of some really fun games for last year. So that means I played Abzu in 2023 Gamesmas. Let's go back at Echoes of Wisdom, Zenless Zone Zero, Paper Mario, Stray Gods, Sandland, Wuthering Waves, Unicorn Overlord, Pokemon Scarlet, Princess Peach Showtime, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Elden Ring. Gamesmas 2023 went Sonic Superstar, Endling, Abzu. Was the third game I played ever for my Gamesmas. On the third day of Gamesmas, I went into the sea. Sonic Forces, Sable. Oh, that was a rough one. Power Wash Simulator, Hotoful Boyfriend, Biomutant, that one I didn't love. Firewatch, Ana Mutationum. Man, we played some awesome games. Star Wars Battlefront 2, Contrast, Transistor, Subnautica, Owlboy. I can't believe that was 2 years ago, my Owlboy. Carrion, River City Girls, Bug Fables, Astral Chain, Live Alive, Vampire, Celeste, Trek to Yomi, Alan Wake, Outer Wilds. Awesome. Yeah, I think this might be the first 2024 Gamesmas game that I continue off stream. But I think that is where I'm going to call it for now. It is exactly midnight, which means it's technically the 5th day of Gamesmas. And I will be back with more in a couple hours. Again, probably 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will be back to stream this maybe over the weekend, or maybe it'll be in late December, early January. I'll be back to stream more of this. Maybe I'll try and squeeze it in on a weekend. I think this is the last weekend that I don't have anything planned. The next 2 weekends are going to be hectic as heck for me. But I think this should be doable. Because I know I'm going to be doing Genshin this Saturday, in addition to my Gamesmas game. Maybe I'll do this on Sunday. I wanted to do Silksong Sunday, but maybe I'll do Silksong Sword of the Sea and then a Gamesmas game on Sunday. So Sunday could be kind of packed. Alright. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me. This was a real treat. I think this is the first absolute certified banger, in my opinion, for Gamesmas. Again, another 2025 game. Alright, well, thank you so much for joining me. That's it for this thing that I'm doing. Until tomorrow, stay awesome. Merry Gamesmas.